Good morning. Today we're starting section 4.5, which is applying properties of logarithms. So we learned about logarithms yesterday, but now these properties of logarithms, they should look familiar to you because they are synonymous with the properties of exponents actually, because remember logarithms are the inverse operation for exponents. So when you multiplied two exponents together, the powers would add together. When you divided them, the powers would subtract. When you raised a power to a power, they would multiply. The same is true here. If you notice, when you multiply two things in an exponent, it splits in a logarithm, it splits the logarithm. Notice the bases match, and this becomes an addition problem. When you divide them, same rule, except this becomes a minus. When you raise your the thing inside the logarithm to a power, this comes outside and just multiplies by it. So those are our properties here, and they're pretty easy to use. So let's go ahead and apply those. We have some rules here. We have, I don't know why I repeated. Sorry, when I do this program, sometimes this doesn't go right away, and then it repeats later on, and I don't notice. Okay, so we know that log base 4 of 3 is approximately 0.792, and log base 4 of 7 is approximately 1.404. So let's use these properties to our logarithms. When you divide, if you wanted to expand this, this would be the same as log base 4 of 3, whatever's on top, minus another log base 4 of 7, the thing on bottom. And then we can use these substitutions that we have above. We know that log base 4 of 3 is 0.792 minus log base 4 of 7, which was 1.404. So this is equal to 0.792 minus 1.404, which gives us negative 0.612. All right, for part B, consider 21. 21 is a product, right? It's 3 times 7. So we could split this. It's multiplication, so it would be log base 4 of the first thing, 3, plus log base 4 of the second thing, 7. And then we can use that substitution again. So we know this is 0.792 plus 1.404. So if I type that into my calculator, I end up with 2.196. So that equals 2.196. Part C, again, hopefully you see log base 4 of 49 is the same as log base 4 of 7 squared. So if you were to expand this, it'd be 2 times log base 4 of 7. So this would be the same as 2 times, and then the log base of 7 we said was 1.404. So that will equal 2 times 1.404. Just 2.808. Probably could have done that in my head. So that's how we're going to expand these and then substitute in values. But let's just practice expanding these as well. So we have a couple here where there are multiple things to expand. So expanding means make these into multiple logarithms. So just notice whatever your base is at the beginning, that's what the base of all your logs will have. Don't just drop it. So this is the same, this is multiplication happening here. So let's go ahead and split this as log base 7 of 3 plus log base 7 of x to the 4th. Now I'm not done because that x to the 4th I can also expand. I can make this log base 7 of 3 plus, this 4 can come out front, 4 times log base 7 of x. That is fully expanded. There's nothing else I can do. If we notice in part B, there's 4 different multiplications happening here, and this is a natural log. So just stick with the natural log. Natural log of 4 plus natural log of x squared plus natural log of y. Again, that square, we can rewrite that. Natural log of 4 plus 2 times natural log of x plus natural log of y. That is fully expanded. Part C, this is the division and the multiplication. So on top we have multiplication happening. So we can expand that as log base 6 of 5 plus log base 6 of x to the third. So I just kind of go in order. I see 5 times x to the third, and then this is divided by, so then minus log base 6 of y. Technically, this should be in parentheses, but order of operations, we're fine. So then let's rewrite. This part would be log base 6 of 5. This exponent can come down, so we have plus 3 times log base 6 of x minus log base 6 of y. So you can see these can get really long, but it gets pretty straightforward to do. Condensing logarithms. Somehow these are a little bit trickier. So when we condense a logarithm, notice whatever your base is. So we start with log base 4. Okay, then the operation that's happening here, this is a subtraction. So it means I'm going to have a division. And then I take the first number goes on top, the second number goes on the bottom. So it's just log base 4 of 7 over 10. For part B, I'm going to do this in 2 steps. I'm going to first take this exponent back. So I'll have log, this is base 10, but it's just log, we can write it as, of x to the 5th minus log of y to the 4th. Now that I have that, now I'm going to combine these. Log, it's going to be a fraction because that's subtraction. The first thing comes first, and then the second thing is on the bottom. Same thing for part C. I'm going to bring this exponent back first. So I have natural log of x to the 6th plus natural log of y to the 4th. And then I'm going to combine these. It's an addition, so it's going to be multiplication. So natural log of x to the 6th times y to the 4th. So that is condensing and expanding. It's good practice. There's lots of, so I gave you a worksheet with problems. If you want more practice, they're in the book. There's like worksheets online. I'll post a Khan Academy video as well.